Welcome to the NBA Prop Report for Wednesday, November 17th here at FTN Bets. Remember, currently we are offering 1 month for $49.99. Use promo code Benny and you can save 20% off on any package at FTN Bets, FTN Daily, or FTN Fantasy. We have a very large slate of 11 NBA games today and quite a few edges we want to discuss, so let's get into them. The first one I want to talk about is Jayshawn Tate points. We have him projected for under 10 points today, and the number is 13.5 over on DraftKings. I was able to get this number at minus 125, which is not really a great deal when you look at the payout for it, but because the edge is so big, I do think this is a playable number. The next three I want to talk about here, I'm going to take as a whole, and that's Jalen Brunson points, Kristaps Porzingis points, and Tim Hardaway Jr. points. Luka Doncic is going to be out today, and that leaves a lot of usage and a lot of shots to go around for everybody else on the Dallas Mavericks in what is a very good matchup for them. If you look at the payouts on all the different sites, the payouts on all the different sites for these numbers are all different. So what I did is I think at least two of these three, if not all three, without Luka in there having to make up for his scoring, are going to wind up going over their numbers. Because I was able to get better numbers on different sites for each one, I'm going to play all three of them, knowing that I'm probably going to get two out of the three, hopefully all three, but at very least, I think I can get two out of the three to go over. And because I'm getting better payouts on certain sites and shopping it around, I felt like it was good to play all three. So Jalen Brunson, FanDuel, minus 108 over 17.5 points. Kristaps Porzingis over 19.5 on DraftKings, best price minus 120. Tim Hardaway Jr. over 17.5 on Caesars, minus 115 was the best price there. So I'm playing all three of these. Even if I only get two of the three, I'm still going to wind up making a profit. And I do think that at the, like I said, worst case scenario, I'm going to get two of those three. So now we can move on and talk about CJ McCollum points. Under 22.5 is what I took on DraftKings at minus 105. I know Damian Lillard is listed as questionable, but I do think Lillard plays. If he does play, with the projection that we have for CJ tonight, it's going to be under 20 if Lillard plays. So I do think we have an edge there. And then even if Lillard doesn't play, it's not like asking a guy to get 23 points is an easy thing to do. Can he do it? Absolutely, if there's no Lillard there. But if Damian Lillard doesn't play, there's still a chance that CJ McCollum wouldn't get up to 23 points. And like I said, if Lillard does play, I think there's a good chance that he doesn't get anywhere near this number. So I like taking this number right now. It's juiced down a little bit at minus 105. So I like the under on CJ McCollum at 22.5. The next one I like here is Harrison Barnes rebounds. So this opened at 6.5 today and pretty much moved up to 7.5 everywhere. BetMGM has it at plus 110. DraftKings has it at plus 120. Caesars has it all the way up at plus 130 for the higher 7.5 number. So obviously I played it on Caesars with the plus 130 there. That is a very big projection above. That is a very big payout above what he should be for his projection. And our projection on him today is over 9 anyway. So we think that he's going to get to this number. And if we can get a plus 130 on it, definitely going to be interested in that. So the next one I want to talk about is Darius Garland points. So Garland and Ricky Rubio both project slightly below their number today. But Garland projects more below his number and has a higher number than Rubio does. So I'm a little nervous because if you look at the game logs, when Rubio has a big game, Garland doesn't. When Garland has a big game, Rubio doesn't. But even Garland's big games lately have only been like 21, 22, barely getting him over these numbers. So what I'm hoping is that this is a good to very good game for Ricky Rubio, which would mean that Darius Garland would probably come under, as he did in 3 of the last 5 games when Rubio went over. So at minus 115 on Caesars, I thought this was worth a play as well. So that brings us to Josh Richardson. Let me talk about Josh Richardson and Dennis Schroeder together here. So there's no Jaylen Brown, and there's also no Robert Williams for this team. And not that those guys play the same position that Richardson and Schroeder do, but the way that I'm looking at this is that Al Horford will probably play a little more center today. You may get a little more power forward out of Jason Tatum, which means that you'll have guys like Schroeder and Smart and Richardson on the floor together here. We project 13.5 for Richardson and over 20 for Dennis Schroeder. Richardson at plus 105, probably one of my favorite plays because, like I said, we're projecting him for 13.5, which is almost 4 points above his number here today. And we're getting it at plus 105. So whenever we can get a number above projection, as well as a plus money payout, that's something I'm interested in. So I really like that one. And then I also really like the Dennis Schroeder one as well. Like I said, we're projecting him for over 20 today. He's put up 20 in most of his recent games, except for the last one. And the number is only 17.5 here. So I think Dennis Schroeder can get over it as well. And then the last play we'll talk about here is John Collins points. So DeAndre Hunter is going to be out for a couple weeks. Kevin Huerta and not Cam Reddish. Who's the other guy? Oh, Bogdan Bogdanovic are both listed as questionable. They both played the other day. They're probably both going to play today. But maybe they are a little banged up. If either one of them sits, you'll get more minutes from Cam Reddish. But what you'll also get is more minutes from John Collins and more shot opportunities for John Collins, which is what I think will happen here. This is a good matchup here for Collins, over 16.5 points, minus 110. He did this easily the other night, and I think he can do it again here, playing some big minutes. DraftKings is the place I took this one. So that wraps it up there for our NBA prop report here on Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. Nope, today is Wednesday. Sorry about that, guys. Today, Wednesday, November 17th. Good luck, everybody.